Oh, good stuff. Well, I had this set up perfectly a minute ago. You guys see me? Probably a glare. Wait to see if some people come in. I named this tragedy, this live stream, for a reason. I've got something to talk about. Let's give it a couple minutes and see what happens. No. 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 All right. So, this one is with a heavy heart. Let's see if somebody shows up. Well, somebody's in. Somebody's in. So, there was another suicide in my life. Hi, Jackie. Hi, Jackie. This is a with a heavy heart. I come into this to do this live. I had another friend commit suicide a couple days ago, and it's these these people keep doing this stuff, and it's tough. It's really hard for me. I mean, I know it's really hard for them to get to that point to where they just can't stand being in the physical body anymore, and they're tired, and I get that. I really do. I get that completely. So, but yeah, yeah, this has happened. This is the third time in 5 years that I've had a friend of mine do this. And I want to say this without giving away too much. My life is very hard, and there's a couple of people that know me on YouTube that know my situation and would understand this, but everybody's life is hard and we deal with it in different ways. But my life is so oppressed and so hard, and for a person that doesn't have a driver's license, has to ride a bicycle everywhere, has no hope of getting a driver's license, and has the other kind of state oppression that I have over me and always will until the day I die. I have chosen not to go this path yet. I mean, I can't say what I'm going to do in 5 years, I guess, but I don't see me really going in that direction, you know? Poor guy. He was the happiest guy in the neighborhood, and the people that he left behind, his family and stuff, his family, his friends, me just being one of them, you know. He wasn't always happy, honestly. You know what I mean? Nobody is always happy 100% of the time. But for him to do this, man, it's tough. I haven't shed any tears yet, but again, my heart just has been really weighing on me for the last 2 days. This happened the day before yesterday. What's the day? Thursday, Wednesday. It happened Tuesday afternoon. Not something that's, I don't believe in it. I couldn't do it to myself with as much much esoteric understanding that I have, as much spiritual knowledge that I've dived into trying to realize everything. I live near an Air Force base, so there is a very loud plane, and then there's a airport on the other side of me. So it's a double jeopardy thing going on there. It's not the airport, it's the Air Force with their planes. So that's what's going on. That's why I'm doing this live stream. I didn't really have a reason to talk last time, and so now I do. And I just kind of wanted to get it off my chest and get it out there that I've done a few videos on suicide, and the first one, my buddy that committed suicide 5 or 6 years ago, that was the one that really hit me hard, and I made a video about it, and of course all my channel got taken down, and so then I put it back up again, uh, you know, after I was legal to do so, after I was legal to speak freely. I'm currently paying a price for that, for speaking freely. So it'll be over in about a year and a half. Yeah. I mean, don't put me in your thoughts. Put a person that it just goes to show how many. He pulled a Robin Williams, and that's what I've been saying to people that I've talked to about it, and that I've had to tell, because he pulled a Robin Williams. He was always a happy-go-lucky guy, and all of a sudden, bam, out of nowhere, two in the chest, or one in the chest. I'm sorry, but I'm fine. He's gonna be fine eventually. The thing I don't like about suicide is, to the best of my knowledge, hold on a second. To the best of my knowledge, if I commit suicide on myself, if I commit self-murder, then I will have to come back and relive this life. Hey, just put the card on the table, put mine in the freezer. Thank you, Jay. Love you. Right back at you, big guy. But yeah, what was I saying? If if I commit suicide, just me personally, I can't say this for other people, but I mean, this is just what I've come to know, and all the stuff that I've looked into over a lifetime of trying to learn how these things work spiritually, is that if I commit suicide, then I'll have to come back and relive this life, and maybe even a little harder. And this life is very rough. Being a Capricorn under Saturn, yeah. If any of you know the depth of what Saturn can do to you, it can be a hard planet to be ruled by. So I'm not willing to do that, not at this point. And I've been lower than this, though, and I haven't done it yet, so I don't think I'll ever do it. But the people that this guy left behind, his family, I mean, one of his granddaughters found him, and I think it was the 16, 17-year-old that found him. I'm not for sure. I'm looking to try to find out when the wake is, or if they'll have a funeral. Of course, these people have to pay for any kind of funeral or anything they have to give him, because insurance doesn't cover people who commit suicide. You know, there's usually, most of the time there's a clause in there that says that they won't cover it. And I understand that, because if I had that, ooh, I might leave my little brother and my niece a lot of money. And so I get that. But also there should be something somewhere to kind of compensate people, but when it comes to losing somebody physically, it's really There's really no compensation that you can give somebody that's going to bring them back. So it was just, it was a big shock to everybody. Pretty big shock to me. So that's what I'm talking about here. Wish more people would come in. I guess we got three in. Uh, my buddy finally got his tablet on, so I'm looking at the chat on the tablet. That way, I can see it a little better. You know what I mean? I can't see it very well on this phone, and it looks like it's, it's kind of dark on my face or whatever. I tried to face the sun so it'd come in, but it's going down rapidly. Don't let the sun come down on me. Or maybe it should. So, man, tomorrow might have been a better day. Tomorrow might have been a better day. And I really feel bad for these people, And a while back, I got into a discussion on another panel with somebody else about how suicide is selfish. And I still do. I still do. I stand by that, for the most part. I understand what Jim was saying, that it was, that they're not being selfish. They're just, they're tired of being alive, and God knows, I know how that feels. I'm tired of being alive. I'm tired of living on this backwards ass planet where people let a television program tell them what to think, and how to think, you know. I'm just, oh, it's like we're in the dark ages, even though there's so many people that believe we're coming out of that, and we are, and I have to try to believe that we are coming out of that, slowly. I have to believe that. I have to try to believe that we are doing better, and humanity as a species, will grow up, and that we're just experiencing growing pains, and that we will come out of this and be a better species after this, during this time. I have to keep telling myself that, otherwise, you know, there's no hope, you know. So, I know this one's a little heavy. It's probably hard to watch, but you know, it's uh, it's something that people should give a second thought to before they try to, before they do it. There's so much help out there now that I just, if you want it, I'm a kind of person that I kind of deal with things on my own and with my friends, you know. So that's just the way I do things. But I'm not most people. I'm not like most people. But that's one thing's for sure, that you know one of the things I wanted to say in this, and I'll just blurt it out, that I don't believe that somebody's gonna go to hell because they murdered themselves. Um, if you murder somebody else and you could be forgiven, surely you can murder yourself and you could be forgiven. Anyone, any kind of religionist, any kind of person who thinks that you're going to burn in a lake of fire forever because you were so sad or so tired of this kind of society and this kind of planet, that you deserve to burn in a lake of fire. No, I don't. I wouldn't do that to my child, and I'm pretty sure that most people that see this would agree that they wouldn't do that to their child. You know, if they were on the other side and they were watching their children, and their children was so sad or so tired or just so fed up that they committed self-murder, then I as a father, I wouldn't send my child to a burn in a lake of fire for doing that. I mean, come on, where's the compassion? So, not much in the chat. Of course, I didn't put this up as scheduled or anything like that. I just kind of winging it, as they say. Um, I'm not gonna take that too much time. I'm not gonna do this very long. I've pretty much said what I've had to say. I wish people would get help though and try to go more naturally. I just, although nobody's gonna burn in a lake of fire for killing themselves or committing suicide, it does have negative consequences that, as far as I can tell, I don't know. I don't know for sure, and I don't know everything. You know, I know half of what I think I know. Really, I don't know. I probably know half of what I think I know. So there's that. So just being honest with you guys there. I wish this sort of thing didn't happen, but it's not a perfect world. I'm gonna miss this guy. Gonna miss him. It was so sudden. I'm gonna end this on a good note. I'm gonna show you guys my new workout machine that I got. My little brother. Been doing this. Been feeling a lot better here lately. All right, here we go. We got the butterflies. We got the bench press that clicks. Check this out. It clicks onto the side. So it's like you don't need a spotter. There's so many things I can do on this. A pull bar, uh, leg workout. So, once you guys know, things can get better, man. There's always highs and lows inside of life, and there will be good times and there will be bad. Always, always. So please take a second thought or try to talk to somebody. I know a lot of people don't listen, but most people are so concerned with themselves and their own problems. I get that. You know what I mean? Not everybody is, out to save the world, and so unselfish that a lot of people just don't give a damn. But if you're thinking about doing something like this, and taking your own life, think twice. Count to 10. Try to do a pro and con. Try to look at the positive. It's out there. The positive is there, and all you got to do is just your blessings are there. All you got to do is count them. Hey, look, finally see me. I shaved. That's pretty much it for me. I'm glad I could have a talk with you guys. I'll see you guys in the comments.